Oh, what's going on, guys? Put together that quick little meme for you today. Didn't have a ton of time because the fates are upon us. It's a beautiful day for 50K, right? It's always a beautiful day for 50K. We're going to take a look here at the Bitcoin chart today for the Bitcoin price. We're going to take a look at the chart. We're going to see what secrets it holds for us. I have not looked at it this morning. We're going to be taking a look at it for the first time together right now. In addition, we're going to take a look at some trending coins. That's what you guys want to see. We've got, let's see, SHIB, BCHA, SLP. There's something I've never heard of, WSG. And then we'll probably rehash some of our in-stream trades like YGG yesterday. Looking nice. UFO, actually. We looked at that yesterday and it's making moves. We'll be looking at that again today. And possibly Solana. We'll see what else we get into. We'll see what you guys are looking at. And we'll go over it together. Don't forget to smash that like button. Smash it. We got to get 420 likes. We can do it. We did it yesterday. We can do it again. I believe in you guys. Let's see. Check out the Patreon. I don't want to blast you with the shilling yet, but check out the Patreon. Join the Discord. We had a new patron join just an hour ago. And it's over 9,000. What's up there, Mr. Ivan? Welcome to the fold. Good to have you. If you're looking to invest in yourself, be like Ivan. My buttons off the bat aren't working, so I'm going to have to copy-paste crap into the chat instead of hitting these buttons. I sent a support ticket. Don't worry. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. So let's jump into it, guys. We got 83 watching. Great to have everyone here. So let's review. Let's review kind of what we've been looking at on the Bitcoin chart. Let's get rid of everything. Yesterday and the days preceding, we were looking for a very specific weekly close. If you guys remember, that number being above 46,900 and ideally above 47,100. We got them both. We got both the closes. We got all the closes. And today responding, thankfully, as we would hope. A lot of the time, you guys are probably tuning in, seeing these weekly targets. I know maybe 2-3 weeks ago, we had a target for the weekly close that was very bullish. Yet the next week, we saw red. We saw a red candle. We saw selling. That can happen. This is all probability. I'm trying to drive that in more and more lately. It's all probability. With these good closes, we have a higher probability of having some good price action follow. Doesn't guarantee it, and it is always rewarding on days like today when we get our close and then boom, instant satisfaction. We get a move the next day. So that close on the weekly, just fast here for you guys. We closed bullish engulfing as we were hoping. We see that in the previous week, bears had pulled the price down all the way to just under 40K. And in the next week, the bulls showed up with force, pushing price past the open of the previous week and closing at, it looks like 48.2. That's an amazing close. That's just looking at the candlesticks. We have a bullish engulf. That's a very bullish signal. It implies continuation to the upside. When we look at Ichimoku Cloud, we can see that actually in these 19 hours of the new week, not only have we held above the levels that we were looking at, we've actually back tested the Kaijun perfectly. This purple line right here in 9 hours, right? 9 hours. Perfect little back test there. Now we're seeing a higher high versus last week. This is excellent. Our Kaijun and TK are looking to make a bullish cross above the clouds still. We've been waiting for this for weeks, and it does seem as if, provided there's nothing crazy in the next 6 days, that it's going to happen. This is excellent news. Moving averages, same thing. Everything on this weekly is looking amazing. The 20 weekly, or as some people have been calling it, the bull market band, which is really just the 20 weekly, held us support 2 weeks in a row, gave us this bullish engulfing candle, closed above our Kaijun line, and is showing extreme strength. We have a bullish kissing potential here on the weekly that's looking as if it's all but locked in. Time will tell, but this is an amazing setup, especially coming from months of sideways trading, bearish sentiment, bearish everything. To see this new energy into the fourth quarter here is very telling. The fourth quarter, as we looked last stream, has been the cycle top for every bull run. I don't believe there's been a single Bitcoin bull run where its cycle top wasn't in the fourth quarter. We've seen on the other side of that, bear markets in the fourth quarter. We've seen extreme drops as well, which is important to note. But guys, I've never thought we were in a bear market. We were pretty much the only people May, June, July saying we're going back to 48K while everyone was shaking in their boots, panic selling. We were waiting for 48K calmly, rationally, and we got it. We're still in a bull run, in my opinion. We have not seen the cycle top this year. So it's going to be a spicy few months coming in. And to see the fourth quarter open this way is only boding, only weighing as evidence to that fact. The music's really loud in my ear, but doesn't even seem to be playing on the stream. Okay, there we go. Turn it up a little bit. So we're not really looking at the weekly, though. We're going to zoom into what we've been watching the last few days. We have been nailing it live. All of this has been live, recorded, time-stamped, etc. Oh crap, the new hour just started. I should have gone live an hour ago. So on the 1st of October, we saw some explosive growth and a pullback. We measured out our moves and said 49,283 is likely, and then likely to move back to 48.7. That's what happened yesterday. In virtually a 6-hour time period, we did exactly that. Overreaching that 49,280 by $20. That is 0.5%. By $20 on the 3rd. Before falling back down. Okay, we were watching this in the last stream. If you guys remember, we're watching this, and we had some bearish signals on our short time frames yesterday. I will say it's overshot a little bit what I was expecting at that time, but we had our Fibonacci tool, our trusty tool in our belt, guiding us there. So we took our swing low and our swing high, and we were looking for the typical 0.5 or 0.618 retrace. Unfortunately, during the live stream, price retraced fully past that line, and we said, if that's the case, then we're likely going to use this same tool that we used to get these upside targets to look to the downside. Before the weekly, well, no, after the weekly closed, we test that engulfing line, saw a lower high, and guess where price went? Virtually perfectly to our 618 extension. Fibonacci. I don't know what it is about it, but it's got magic. Almost, I won't say almost every time. There is a high probability each time you use the Fibonacci tool that if it breaks the initial point, that it is looking to make a measured move in the other direction. So in this case, the initial point, our swing low, was 47.8. Our swing high, 49.3. We broke through right here, 47.8. And you can see that price action lost its strength. This was a bit of a fake out, but it sought out that 1618. This is certainly not the only way to trade, but trading without Fibonacci retracements and extensions, I don't know why you would do it in crypto. They are so accurate. They're just incredibly accurate. That hit within what? That's 46.9. So we were off by another $20. So overshot $20 to the top, undershot $20 to the bottom. I'm going to say exactly as predicted. I'll just say it. It's always BS. So here we are today, and we are approaching 50,000, though in this new hour it does seem as if we're having a little consolidation or retracement. So I guess the first thing to do is take out our tool. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Using our swing low here from earlier today, I still did not shave my beard. That would suggest somewhere in the 48.8 to 48.7 range, really not that far below us. Something like this, and we haven't looked at our indicators, so we don't have perfect reasoning, but this is just using kind of my eye here to see a back test of our initial target, our 618, and a move to the upside again. That would be pretty reasonable. The less that this retraces here. So we do have other levels, 382, 236. We haven't really been seeing or using these often. The reason being is our trend has been pretty sideways. When we see bounces before the 0.5 or before the 618, those tend to be strong moves. Shallow retraces can lead to very explosive price action. We just haven't had that. We haven't really had any explosive price action in a while. But that's always on the table. So if we do see a bounce early, we are definitely going to be looking for that 50K today. Let's see, we traded up to a high of 49,500. That's $500 difference. That's just about 1%. So we are 99% of the way to 50K, it seems. 99% of the way, just 1% to go. All right. So let's actually look at our indicators and see what the chart's holding, what secrets it might have for us. We did it yesterday. We had good luck with it, so we'll do that again. We're going to start with our small time frames. We'll zoom it into the 5-minute here, and we're just going to take a look at our RSI indicator, our MACD indicator, and Market Cipher B. These are my 3 kind of core go-to oscillators. On top of that, I use, in general, moving averages. I'm not a huge fan of EMA's exponential moving averages, though I don't think there's anything wrong with them. As well as Ichimoku Cloud and Bollinger Bands, which is really just a fancy moving average to begin with. So on the 5, let's check out our condition. We had a nice little run to the upside as we were looking for. Did we get our higher high? No. Slightly lower high here on money flow. That's not the best, especially as we see it trailing off and our VWAP moving to the downside, maybe indicating that, yes, we are looking for retracement. MACD giving us a little bullish divergence potentially here between our lows, provided price stays above 48.2. But momentum still on the sell side, not showing signs of waning yet. Again, guys, we're really zoomed in here, so don't freak out. RSI, we have bullish divergence as well. This is an interesting take, as yesterday we were seeing a lot of disagreement between MACD and RSI. In general, they're performing the same thing. They are oscillators. They're moving from a high to a low, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to give us insight about those highs and lows. They're trying to identify potential reversals, which reversals in price, which are directly profitable in trading if you can correctly identify reversals. That's bread and butter of trading. So the 5-minute here, we don't really see this retracement has finished, and maybe we see that right now as we're still red. However, we do have a setup, 48.2, this low right here on the 5-minute, very zoomed in. If this level holds, we're going to have bullish divergence. Our indicators are already pulled down lower than when they were, or they're pulled down lower than they were at this lower point in price. And that is bullish divergence. If we move below that level, now we have a lower low in price and a lower low on our indicators, and that divergence is gone. So we don't have it yet, but we have the setup for it, and this is what we should be watching for. This is a validation or invalidation level on the 5-minute. So right now, 5-minute, still looking for a deeper retracement. That 0.5 to 0.618, that's the logical levels to look. There's our golden pocket, and we'll throw on our 0.5. We can even see on the 5-minute that 0.5 retrace held as support back here earlier today. Put this on. There we are. Our golden pocket below at 48.6. Okay. In the same situation as yesterday. So we were talking a second ago about this low and how important that is to this potential divergence setup. Using our tool here, if we do see, as we did yesterday, a full retrace, meaning we return to that level, then we're going to again look at our measured moves. That's the 1618 down here and the 2. What I'm not loving about this setup is that the 2 is overlapping with our 46.9 level. Typically when you see these extensions, and retracements overlap with supports or resistances, they tend to get a little more magnetic to price. Price tends to be a little more interested. So I don't love seeing that. That would not really paint a beautiful picture here to return all the way back down here, though not impossible. I'm actually going to really quick make another clean chart for you because I just saw a pattern that may be emerging right now as we're doing this TA. All right. What we see is actually kind of a janky pattern. We have our highs coming up pretty clearly. Our highs are actually rather clean. Our lows are a little sketchy here. We have descending lows. This is the problematic one, as this really isn't a pattern. Low, higher low, local lower low, but not a lower. I don't know. That's not really a pattern. But what my eye just caught here is this. I'm going to draw it out cleaner for you. There we are. And there we are. Good enough. We have our highs coming up and our lows coming down. And what that's setting us up for is either a broadening wedge, where we may see a break, probably not here, where we may see a break of that wedge, a back test, and then a run. This is the setup we actually saw back in May, June, July, and led us to that 48K and upwards to 52,000 level. However, this can again play out a different way, and we could see something like this. This pattern, in my opinion right now, has a edge to the upside. Has an edge, but it's not a big one. It's a tiny edge. What we're really going to look for is the continuation of this broadening and then a break of either our high trend or our low trend. And the trade signal is going to be that bump, either the bump to the high trend or that back test of the low trend. That's going to be our signal. That's going to be a tradable, actionable signal. So we're going to have to wait for that. This can also play out in one more way. If we start to see our highs descend, meaning lower highs, and we start seeing our lows come up, ascend, then we get a different pattern. Then we will get a triangle. Now, triangle, kind of a heated topic in TA and crypto. Typically, if we were to consult a textbook, a triangle would be a reversal pattern. However, I keep saying this, I'm going to keep saying this until I see this isn't true anymore. In crypto, these can tend to be continuation patterns. I don't know why. I have no explanation as to why it would act differently or what reasoning. But basically, these are the two ways I see this playing out. We either have a broadening wedge or we have a triangle, which is supposed to be a reversal pattern. However, I've really never seen them play out with any consistency as reversal patterns. So basically, very easy take here on a low time frame. We're watching our highs, we're watching our lows. If they continue to spread, we're getting a broadening wedge. If they start to contract, consolidate, then we're getting a triangle. And in my opinion, the triangle looks like an upside break. Let's zoom it to the 15. Let's zoom it to the 15. There we are. So the 15, we continue to see, we continue to see a slightly lower lows on our 5. Our 5 saying we don't have buying momentum at the moment. Looks like that was spot on. What does the 15 hold for us? Let's check it out. A little bearish divergence here locally on our 15. We see that our buying momentum, we do have buying momentum, but it is waning. This is still more bullish than having selling momentum and waning, but not ideal. This is not giving us confidence yet. Not giving us confidence at the moment. However, unlike the 5 minute, the 15 minute here, we see MACD and RSI are disagreeing. The 5 minute, they were agreeing, which was a refresher because that doesn't happen, or didn't happen a lot yesterday. What we can see here is we have a high point in MACD and our highest point in price. RSI actually has a lower high on our highest point in price. That is bearish divergence, but we don't have it on MACD, so they are disagreeing. Money flow in the 15. This is actually kind of leaning a little bearish today too. This is all very short-term price action prediction. Our VWAP is trending down. Our momentum is trending down. Money flow is in a good position. I like this. This is a setup for that beautiful waving that we like. We don't have that yet though. We don't really have any lows. We only have a high and what looks like now virtually sideways, slightly leaning down. But what I don't like is this VWAP. The VWAP is still trending down. Combine that with the 5-minute and we're looking at probably some retracement. So 5-minute, 15-minute, looking at retracement. Not a surprise. At this point, we've seen the price action play out. Let's jump to that 30 and see if it has any interest for us. So what stands out actually to me is right here, we had a 30-minute resistance. We saw a candle rise up to it, sell off and close, and then open, rally, sell off, and fail to close above that level, creating some kind of resistance. However, we broke through it earlier, and now, as price is retracing, we may look there for support. That level, 48,680. What caught my eye here is our golden pocket we placed earlier, right here, right on top of that. That's adding confidence to me that there is going to be some kind of buying interest there, some kind of support to defend price if it reaches that level. Let's take this off hours so you can actually see what. There we go. We haven't quite reached our 0.5 yet, but that's looking, according to the 5-15, very likely. So now the 30-minute, ooh, this is actually even uglier. 5-minute, leaning bearish, 15-minute, leaning bearish, 30-minute, at least right at this moment, not looking great either. Money flow barely reaching positive, and our VWAP's already kind of thrown in the towel. MACD telling a very different story, however. MACD, we're seeing consecutive higher highs on our momentum, and in fact, this candle right now in the 30-minute, despite what I assume was a pretty big group, nope. This is, scratch that, potentially the first waning buying momentum candle that we've seen. However, we've kind of seen this trick before recently, where momentum picks up, increases, and then relaxes back, but never actually moves to selling momentum. That's what we're going to hope to see here. We're going to hope that our higher time frames as we zoom out agree with this, but not so threatening. This candle is not closed. It only has 3 minutes, so I guess the probability of it closing with waning momentum, pretty good. But we can see that recently this has happened. It's not a huge threat. Let's check the RSI. RSI with some very ugly divergence. Very ugly. We have our higher high in price here. I'm going to do it on the clean one. We have our higher high in price today versus yesterday. See that right there? Our highs have come up, but on RSI, our highs have come down. And in fact, this isn't the first time. This is our third time that we have seen a higher high in price and a lower high in RSI. That is bearish divergence I cannot ignore. That is not good. The only saving grace here is we haven't reached oversold. So there's an interesting connection with RSI, overbought and oversold conditions. And basically, we do have bearish divergence here signaling short-term downside, but we have a refusal or a rejection of moving to oversold. RSI is pretty much remaining above 50, and that does actually give it a little bit more of a bullish edge than it usually would. I like that. We can continue really to do this for a very long time, but if we never reach oversold, that just basically is building up potential energy. If we don't reach this oversold spot, we can keep seeing this happen, and what we would expect to happen then is a huge blast. This is pulling back that bow arrow analogy that I love so much. Get rid of these. You got your bow and arrow, right? And the longer this remains above oversold, the farther back you're pulling this bowstring. And this is an imaginary bowstring, so it can really get pulled back in ways we don't expect. That doesn't even look like a bow and arrow anymore. Maybe it never did. So unfortunately, we do have some bullishness here. but we don't have what we're really looking for. The 30-minute not giving us our reversal, not giving us really our strength. And up to the 45. Man, this is not great. What I would typically expect on a large green candle like this today would be to see all of our oscillators push to the top. Basically, everything just saying you're going up. But we already know that. It wouldn't really be useful. Instead, what we're seeing on low time frames is kind of the opposite. On the 5, 15, 30, 45, all of them kind of leaning bearish here. Very much in favor of our retracement argument. So I'm going to actually put that back up on this clean chart. We didn't do it this way, but that's actually pretty spicy. That's pretty spicy. That's the 236. Earlier in the episode, we talked briefly about our other levels, the ones that maybe we haven't talked about much. Simply because, well, we haven't seen explosive moves lately. But if we look at this full retrace, so we actually took it from here earlier, and we will go back and do that again. If we look at our full retrace from the lowest point to the highest point today, we actually see our 236s right here. Unfortunately, we don't have signs of reversal. If we did, this could be very exciting. This could be a great setup. Those signs may come, but we don't have them yet, so I don't think this is the good trade. What I do think is interesting here is down at our 0.5 on our 45-minute, that was resistance. This can be a very attractive level to price, 48.1. Let's see the way it was before, though. There we are. Still above the 0.5. Interesting. Interesting. With our golden pocket right there at resistance, potential support. We don't have the signs yet. The 30-minute just closed, so I'm going to peek right back at it. It did close with waning momentum and VWAP moving down. Not really a good sign. Womp. Hourly. So this hourly still has half of the time left in it. We have 28 minutes. We have what does not look very good here. And kind of backs up everything else we were looking at. This is, provided we close as this red large-bodied candle, that's a reversal pattern. You have a large-bodied candle followed by a doji, followed by a large-bodied candle in the other direction. That's a pretty classical reversal, but we can't count this yet. We have 28 minutes. This candle could easily close green. It could easily close much lower. So we can't really count it, but we want to just keep it in the back of our minds. When this hour is over, we want to see where this hourly is closed. That's going to be an important factor. Ooh, that's spices. I wonder if that's our daily. I'll have to look. There's an interesting kissing here on some time frame. But we're going to get through these. The hourly looks definitely a little better. Definitely a little better, so it is a relief to see that. Our shortest time frame is definitely not looking good. I don't love the VWAP here, but I do like that money flow is trending up. It very briefly was negative. This is what we would look for in a bullish trend on every time frame. Money flow staying in green. If it does go to negative, meaning money leaving the market, we're looking for very brief trips. That's what we got here. Right there, right before this little whipsaw and move. Hourly MACD looking a lot better than all the other time frames we saw. We only see increasing momentum, though we can't count this candle. It still could close with waning. That's, at the moment, 4 increasing momentum candles, even though we have a red candle here. Not the end of the world. This is, all right, this is showing through all of our time frames, and so this is actually a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal for the short term. We have bearish divergence on each of these highs. We saw our highs coming down. This is the exact same thing we saw in the 30-minute. As our highs have come up, our RSI highs have come down. That's not typically bullish. Right here. But we do have some bullish divergence in the other direction, which is okay. This is maybe our first signal of we're looking to reverse. We're not looking to just fall through the ground here. Our lowest point in price, not our lowest point in RSI. Why does this keep turning purple? I want it to be white. We saw our lows come down in price, but our RSI has come up. So we have bullish divergence acting here, and we have bearish divergence acting here. What this suggests to me, because this happens a lot, and it can be confusing, is basically price needs to go higher. If it goes higher and pulls our RSI up, then we can eliminate this bearish divergence. If we can't, then that bearish divergence is likely to play out. And where is it likely to bring us? Of course, back to that broadening wedge bottom, which is going to be slightly lower than it was before. That could imply maybe there's a solid trade. Maybe there's a solid trade here because we're depending on a higher high, depending on more upside to eliminate that bearish divergence. Maybe there's a solid play here. Maybe we can look to, and again, I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. This is all my opinion. Maybe we can look to take a short position here. We're going to then look to stop it above our high here today and maybe ride it back down to the bottom of that wedge. That's just a classic play. The risk to reward there is not ideal. It's under 3. I prefer 3. That's just my choice. I think that it's a solid place to aim for with risk to reward. Honestly, what you probably want to do, though, is aim for the short to be maybe at the top of this candle, maybe at the bottom, the open of the previous candle. But I'll put it back to where it was because I don't like to change stuff up when I put it. That's an interesting play because you really have 2 scenarios. You have return to the bottom of the wedge, or you have kind of fake out with these low time frames and you move to the upside and you destroy or invalidate that bearish divergence. And so this trade is playing off of kind of that binary A-B scenario thing. I think that's intelligent trading. If only intelligent trades always worked. They don't always work. That's all right. Let's see our volume. Interesting, but not really that interesting. Volume during this sideways price action has declined. That's actually very expected. It's interesting because it's odd how much volume's here, though price moved, was very volatile, had a large price swing that we would expect volume from. So maybe it's not that strange. I just kind of expected maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. We'll leave it there for now. We're going to get through this and we're going to get into our other coins, don't you worries. 4 hour. 4 hour. Okay, this is like kind of my superstition maybe, but I never trust the 4 hour. I think it's the most manipulated time frame in crypto. That being said, we still have to respect the TA. We still need to look at it. We still need to incorporate it. So the 4 hour actually standing out here, and that's what I say, is the 4 hour always seems to go against the rest of the time frames. 4 hour standing out here. Money flow is not ideal. We did see lower lows. We haven't seen a higher high yet, though we are flirting with it. It's not going to take much to get there. But what I like is this is the first time frame where we have a positive VWAP. All the other ones that we looked at, the VWAP was trending down and really hadn't kind of rolled over. Like if you look at the 4 hour here, this rolling over, we hadn't really even seen that begun on our other time frames. It's good to see the 4 better. But I don't trust it. We're going to have to look at something else. I almost never make a decision based on the 4 hour. Bullish divergence on MACD with waning momentum here potentially for the first candle, but that's still 22 minutes away. So that's going to actually close with the hourly. Man, when we zoom out to this 4 hour, it's almost too obvious. It's almost too obvious, this wedge. When we were zoomed in, it was a little noisier. It was a little harder to see. But on the 4 hour, this seems pretty clear. Our highs are very much moving up, and our lows are very much moving down, creating either that broadening wedge or the triangle reversal pattern. There's actually a line that I haven't been including on some of these, and I think that's a mistake. Because I've forgotten where it is. Man, taking like a week off to move has really done a number on me. Really done a number on me. I'm off my game. Let's like leave this on like the 1 maybe. There we go. So this was a big indication for us, for anyone who hadn't been watching the channel over the last few months. This is basically was our call, is we had a broadening bottom. We were looking for this to hold because that would make the pattern perfect and move up. We didn't get that. We fell back below. As I was saying yesterday, this was the scariest candlestick pattern that we've seen in a while. didn't play out. But what I like here is we've retaken this trend line. That's very important. Let's make this kind of bluish stand out. Very important. We want to stay above it. And in fact, trading below it that we have already is not a great sign. Not a great sign. Let's see. Did the weekly... Oh, buddy. Tom Crown. You're just on fire lately, man. Look at this. So on our dailies, our hourlies, yes, we closed below this. Look at the response. I didn't even think about this because my move, I've just kind of not been as connected to the charts, but I'm getting back into it. Look at these closes. Closed what I would say for a weekly time frame directly on that trend. Opened directly on that trend, and then boom, bullish engulfed. That is a buying response on a macro pattern. That is... Can't beat that, man. Oh, I'm going to leave that there. I keep forgetting to include it, but we'll remember from now. So we're on the 4. We have some bullish divergence on MACD, but not on RSI. And we even see that same bearish divergence. As our highs have come up, our highs have come down on RSI. It's odd to see that on every time frame. It almost feels too obvious, doesn't it? So we're going to, as I said, I don't trust the 4. So we're going to look at maybe the 8. No, we'll look at the 6. We haven't looked at the 6. Let's look at the 6. We like to mix it up here. I highly recommend everyone at home do this as well. You do absolutely want to get in a systematic, kind of rhythmic practice with your TA. Ritualistic almost. Like you guys see me do. I go from the monthly to the weekly to some kind of daily and then down to the day, 12, 4, 1, 15, whatever. You definitely want to have that. However, you need to then, once you're comfortable in that practice, you need to then mix it up. You need to just kind of look at random time frames, look at stuff you're not usually looking at. And most importantly, look at stuff other people probably aren't looking at. And here is our reward for that. Here's our reward for doing exactly that today. I wasn't going to look at the 6 hour, but I saw the 4 hour and I didn't trust it. And I wanted some more confirmation. So the 6 hour has a beautiful, very rare, actually, candlestick pattern that's already painted, already closed. Does anybody know what it is? Let's open it up. Does anyone know what pattern this is right here? I'll give you a hint. It's one of Mitch Ray's. It is Mitch Ray's favorite candlestick pattern. Unfortunately, you just almost never see it in crypto. It's extremely rare. If it really ever happens, I'm kind of blown away that it's there. I don't think I can see any other examples. Not going to waste time. 3 rising methods. That's right, Enokes with cats. +1 to House Enokes. That is 3 rising methods. 3 rising methods is honestly, it's just incredibly rare in crypto. You never see it. Maybe it's more prevalent in stocks. I have no idea. But this, I don't know if I've ever seen an example this perfect. So what we have is a green candle for the rising method. 1, 2, 3 candles in the other direction. So 3 reds. We got 3 reds. And then you have a bullish engulfing candle again. And the only other piece of this pattern is that it exceeds and closes above the initial candle's high. We got it right here. This is 3 rising methods. Boom. Someone get Mitch Ray on the phone. Tell him I found his favorite thing. What's actually here, I'll take a picture of it. Send this to Mitch Ray. Send this to him. Link image chart. No, that's what the Trading View. You've been moving around stuff so much lately. I don't even know how to use you anymore. Somebody send that to him. So to double down on this pattern, we actually see something great as well. So not only do we have our 3 rising methods, which is super rare, we have right here 6 hours. So we had resistance at 48,900. We closed above it on our previous 6 hour candle. And at least for now, and again, guys, we don't count candles till they're closed. We do have a test of that level as support. And at the moment, it has held. Now, there's 4 hours and 16 minutes left in this candle. We can't say support's held. This is all hunky-dory, but it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. We're back to a doji candle. There's a lot of potential here. I don't know if because these are so rare, if that's going to make it more likely to play out. In fact, I can even say the opposite is I've seen so few of these, I'm not sure what to expect. Not sure what to expect. But if we look at our measured move from just this pattern, we can divine out of the cards 50,400 and 51,200. It's a beautiful day for 50K. If we wish it, I think it can happen. So let's cross our fingers and hope that our 6 hour has something for us that we like. And it does. So we saw our VWAP. We saw on Market Cypher in general, 4 hour looked pretty good. The other time frames before didn't. But I said, I don't trust the 4 hour. I'm going to need something else. Zooming into the 6 or zooming out to the 6 is looking virtually identical. You'd be surprised how often this doesn't happen. It's weird how often, say, a 5 hour and a 6 hour time frame can be very different, and you wouldn't expect them to be. But with the 6 hour in the same position as the 4, I'm going to have a little bit more trust for it. So what we see is the VWAP is moving up, just like the 4. Momentum, with this close here, if we get a decent close, momentum is going to have moved back up or has retwisted, crossed again bullishly. And our money flow, which is, in my opinion, really always the biggest factor, has exceeded the previous 6 hour swing high and is just aiming up. 6 hours leaning bullish. 6 hours leaning bullish. I'm going to just not even say anything about the 4 hour because I think it's just crap. This is interesting. We do have some positive Momo here on our MACD. Too much time to count it, but this is a very weak trip. We see 2 6 hour candles here, only one of which was increasing momentum. So this is very suggestive of a sell side fake out, bear trap. Momentum rolled over and said nope. However, with 4 hours left, I know I keep saying it, with enough time left here, we can still see a possibility where this is a bull trap. We could see that come back down. But I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I think the probability is actually, I think it's time to say it. We may see some downside price action here today still, but 50K is looking like it's in the cards. Whether it's by end of day or not, don't know. But it's looking like it's coming. It's looking like it's coming. With these longer time frames leaning bullish, it's a Cummins. Let's see the 8 hour because having trouble like trusting that 4. All right, so the 8 hour for me here is confirming it. Boom. Boom. This is confirming it for me. VWAP is looking to roll over. It's at 0 or maybe slightly positive. Momentum again twisting just like the 6. So why I like this is if you kind of put these in your head chronologically, what we're looking at. Our VWAP is up on the 4, it's up on the 6, and now on the 8 has just really reached that 0 point after being negative. Put those chronologically in your head, you can kind of build a story where you see this 8 hour rolling over. I guess it's not really rolling over. Rolling over on VWAP and looking for higher highs. Not a bad situation to be in. Momentum has chilled out. But it seems to be losing steam slower. It seems to be decelerating. This was a very steep drop. And now, provided we get this close here, it's almost a double top here. It's almost the same value. And that can be a sign of exhaustion. That's too far away still, but that's all right. Here's what I like to see. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So on the 5, on the 15, on the 1, on the 4, on the everything, right? We had RSI bearish divergence. That was an issue. We said we can either see a move to the upside or we're likely to see that play out. Probability would dictate that. What I like to see here is now that we're zoomed out to the 8, we don't have bearish divergence. This is actually surprising to me. I'm genuinely surprised that this is the case. We did have bearish divergence. We had our RSI highest coming down, but now on the highest point in price here, we have the highest point in RSI. 8 hour disagreeing with everything else we just saw with that bearish divergence. In my trading mind, that means we're likely to see it play out on short time frames, and then we're likely to continue to the upside. We don't have the bearish divergence here. That is a great find. In fact, we don't have bearish divergence at all. because we can see this is the highest point in RSI since way back here. Way back here. September 7th. So to have a lower high and a lower high in RSI is no divergence. It's not that common, actually, to get something this clean. Typically you would end up seeing a really high RSI here and you'd have bearish divergence, but we don't. It's actually very smooth right now. We are seeing longer time frames leaning more bullish, in my opinion. That's the way I would read it. Nice. That's a great find. This is there you go. There's another example that is I guess backing up what I was saying earlier about you gotta get in a pattern, you gotta get in a rhythm. You have to get a ritual, as I don't know, I'll call it a ritual. But then you need to mix it up. The ritual is necessary to start, to begin trading. You need some kind of discipline, some kind of practice that you can repeat. But once you get that once you have that under your belt, then you need to mix it up. Then you need to find new things. Oh, nice. You need to look at new things, whether that's time frames, indicators, doesn't matter. You just need to mix it up then. You'll get too comfortable in what you're doing. It's a long journey. You start knowing nothing, then you learn something, and you think that something is everything. And then you need to mix it up again. And then you need to realize that you really don't know anything. And it's just a cyclical process of that, of thinking you know everything, and then admitting you know nothing. It's fun. It's very fun. All right, let's just do the 12 and then we're probably good because we'll move on to other coins. Further evidence. Excellent. Further evidence of that 6 and 8 hour. We have our 12 hour also in the same alignment at VWAP, looking to roll over. Momentum chilling out.
We're leading the market, Tom.
RSI up.
Rising, I'm feeling a green light soon.
Ooh, Ultra Chaos Steve, my man. How you doing, brother? Dominance rising. Is it? So I'll pull up dominance too here. While we're loading it. Nice. We do have a nice little dominance rising. This just comes to mind. It's an interesting anecdotal story. So I'm in a bunch of kind of creator groups, some crypto, some not. But the crypto groups one, there's kind of a consensus of all these people. And some of the creators you know, some you don't. A consensus of this is what we do full time, right? We like I do. I watch the charts full time. I follow the space full time. And others agree that despite that, we can't even keep up with everything. There's too much going on. So at one point, we're kind of all laughing about, not in a malicious way, but like laughing about how, man, I can't imagine retail. Like if we're doing this full time and can't keep up with everything, imagine the normal person. And so that was just a funny little story. Dominance is looking to rise. We did not get the pattern we wanted. We rejected from that 20. We failed to hold a higher low. Womp. Womp, womp. But things are looking interesting again. I wouldn't really get too excited yet, as we haven't even put in a higher high versus last week. But Steve's on the right idea here. Steve has the right idea. This is very important. Bitcoin dominance, extremely important. Not necessarily in the way you would expect, but it's extremely important because it's a very reliable indicator of the market. When Bitcoin makes big moves, we see dominance move with it. Dominance almost always moves up when Bitcoin makes a strong move. Let's see. July 21, right? Really? Was it that long ago? Huh. Well, this looks weird to me. Either way, typically at the apex of a bull market, we'll see dominance at its lowest. And that's after Bitcoin really... Wait, it's because I'm looking at the daily. I'm so used to looking at this on the weekly. Okay, yeah. Kind of fractally. I literally just got confused. Steve, you have just found something in my mind that is wild. I don't know if you guys also saw this, but holy moly. I'll try to show you. BTCD, why Oh no, Binance, no, you did not start dominance perpetuals. No. No, screw you. And why can I not find BTCD now? That's it's .d. Okay. I'm gonna try to pull this up because this just blew my mind a little bit. Do you guys see the similarity? Am I like, did I have too much caffeine today or not enough caffeine today? On the, this is the daily, this is the weekly. I know you guys can't see it really because I'm in the way. These look almost exactly the same. I thought I was on the weekly and I was like, yeah, like look over here where like, you know, the bull market started, and it was July 30th. I was like, that's not where the bull market started. That's because I thought it was back here, December 28th, 2020. These look so similar. That's so weird. That's super weird. That is very fractal-esque. I need some validation. I need someone to say they agree or that they see it. Do you see it? Do you see? Do you see? Let's end that poll. Do you see it? Someone, anyone, you can just lie. You can just lie to me. I need validation. There we go. New Fallen Angel, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Hope you're doing well. You agree, good. Dude, these are exactly the same. That's freaking, they're so similar that I literally got them confused. There we go. I'll just give you the picture. The whole point of that was when dominance is high, we tend to see bearish market conditions. Every time Bitcoin makes a large move, we see dominance move up. But even in a bull market, so the entire last cycle, we saw that repeat. We saw Bitcoin make a big move, dominance moves up. Bitcoin make a move, dominance moves up. But we see lower lows, and that's what we're expecting to see here. We are expecting a lower low versus the previous cycle. We don't really have history to justify that. That's just my hunch. It's logical. There's more coins now than there were then. So there's more places to park money. There's more I don't even know what noise that was. What was that? Oh, that's me disconnecting. We're disconnected. I'm going to turn off the music. I'm going to see if I can shut down. Maybe my internet just went out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. YouTube is not receiving data. YouTube is not. Why are you not receiving data, YouTube? I don't know. Well, rest in peace, this stream. We're about to get to the altcoins. Oh, maybe if we wait it out, it'll pass, but man, YouTube isn't getting nearly enough data. Crap. Does seem to be recovering. Hopefully you guys, no. What the heck? Let me know. Are we still buffering? We disconnected? Crap. Crap. Kinda lagging hard. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it literally, so you guys probably don't know what bitrate is, but like the amount of data you send to stream, we need 6,000 kbs. Right now it's sending between 10 and 1,000. That isn't gonna work. Man, I had a good point here. This RSI on the daily, if anyone can hear, if anyone can see, the RSI on the daily, look at this downtrend. I know we were watching this a while ago. We fell back below. We might have our bump and run. We've broken that downtrend like we did here. But instead of falling back below, we've back tested it and moved higher. So we don't have bearish divergence, and we might have a bump and run on the daily. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. We're still chilling at like 1,600. Ooh, 1,600 kbs. That's not enough KBS. Okay, we got like 2,000 now. I'll share it with y'all. You can see right here. If anyone can see it, 2,471. That number needs to be twice as big. There's really nothing I can do about it. Maybe the internet went out. Maybe YouTube went down. Facebook and Google, and I know even Amazon were having issues today with their servers. Maybe it's related. You can hear. Oh, well, that's all you need is the soothing voice of the crown. So I'll do my best to narrate it. On the daily, RSI has been in a downtrend. You guys are probably familiar. Seen a downtrend on the daily RSI. And in the last, let's see, 2 days, 3 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days ago, it broke that downtrend right into October 1st. On October 2nd, we back tested that downtrend on RSI. And on the 3rd and now into the 4th, we have a higher high. That is very exciting. We may finally have snapped our daily RSI downtrend from July 30th. Be very exciting. Very, very. You can see and hear well. What's up, Mickey Campbell? Are we back online then? Okay, yeah. The KBS. Here we go. 5,100. We might be back. We might be back online. Sorry about that, everybody. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea. We're still at 4,005. There we go, 6,000. That's the number we need. All right, we should be good then. As long as that holds, which, if I know YouTube, it's really just a matter of time till it happens again. Let's sigh. All right. I wonder why. I wonder what caused it. Okay, close anything. Back in the game. All right, good. We're back. Anybody? Bueller? We only lost like 100 viewers, but that's okay. They just sucks to suck. Sucks. Is there anything I can do right now that might help? I'm going to close out some of these miscellaneous programs that are running. Close Discord, close Telegram. Whoop. Why are you running Adobe? Oh my God, this computer. I'm Control-Alt-Delete some of this crap. That's right. Cut that out. Adobe never has been running in the background. Probably not a good sign. I don't want your Creative Cloud desktop. All right. Are we stable? Looks like we're stable at 6,000 again. Okay, cool. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back. Sorry about that. It looks like it's time to re-peak, to look again at our low time frames. They were leaning bearish, right? As we started, and we saw retracement. We didn't reach the 0.5. That's unusual. I'm not convinced that it's over then. Not convinced that downside's over. Let's see if anything's changed here. Well, it's 5 minutes certainly in better condition than when we started. But not really any huge change there. Same thing on RSI. No real huge changes. Our 5 minute momentum, though, may be rolling over. We see waning momentum now for multiple candles. Let's see if I get the music back up. Here we go. We've seen waning selling momentum for multiple candles. It actually began a few hours ago. We tested that 6-hour resistance as support and bounced, but I'm not convinced. This is really the only thing saying we got upside. We're going to actually bounce. RSI not looking good either. Huh. Let's see. 15 in better condition than when we started. This is why we don't really look at and we don't really respect small time frames, guys. Is because from the start of this show till now, it's changed. It's all changed. I think this is still leaning bearish, but we do have a new bullish divergence on the 15 with our bounce at that 6-hour support. That's nice. That's the start right here. We have our lows coming up, and on RSI, our lows came down. That is bullish divergence on the 15 on our lows. We don't have any divergence here on our highs. That's a good sign. This short trade that we made in stream is still looking like the play, to be honest. Still looking like the play. Though we may even bring our stop down. Make it a little tighter. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. Ooh, there we are. 30-minute when we started looked very bearish. Now is starting to maybe look okay. We closed a bullish engulfing candle at the start of this hour on the 30. That's unexpected. That 6-hour resistance now tested as support. Actually champing it. That's not too bad. That we might be looking at reversal now. We might be looking at reversal. Let's see. Look at that hourly. Boom, boom. We can almost see a broadening wedge here as well. That might bode well for the argument that we are in a broadening wedge, not a diamond. Hourly could look better though. Bearish divergence still there. Nothing. Interesting. Let's go back to that 6-hour. Check that out. Check that out. We have our 3 rising methods. We have our bullish engulf. And we have our back test. So we were talking about this when it happened live here just a little bit ago. That was a pretty back test. This was great. We had resistance. We broke it. We came back. That's great. But there's just too much time left in this candle. We can't count it yet. So far, so good. So far, so good. 4 hours to go. I think we can even kind of maybe put an alert right here at 49.3. Just when this 6-hour candle turns green, that might be worth looking at again. What's our daily at? Spicy. Our daily candles really don't suggest... They really don't suggest resistance at all above us until 52.7. If we get a good close today on this daily, which is looking likely, probably looking for 52.7 sooner rather than later.
What's going on with SHIB? It's going on a parabolic run as we speak. Astonished face.
What's up, Marcos? Thank you for bringing me back. That disconnection threw me off hard. Looks like we're good and stable now. You are 100% correct, my friend. We are supposed to look at alts today. So we're going to look at SHIB first. It's in the title. Let's look at SHIB. Oh, all right. So I did peek at SHIB earlier, and it was not where it is now. So let's diagnose this chart. And in fact, I think this is probably justification to start a new chart. We're going to keep what's here for the most part. I just want to get rid of some of this gibberty. So earlier when I started this stream, we were, I'm not going to say the zeros. I'm just going to say 1,204, and that's going to represent 0.00001204, just to make it easier. When I started this stream, I was looking at SHIB and thinking, people are excited kind of about nothing. Our high back in May of 24 at that 1204, that's right where price was. It was right there under that high when we started streaming. So it wasn't very interesting. Now it's actually looking a little interesting. It's broken its high and it's putting on some gains. So let's imagine. Let's use our TA. Where might we look? Pew. Oh, well, we're at our measured move at 14. We're going to need to look at higher time frames. Okay, weekly, there's nothing here. The weekly is saying you got nothing, meaning you got nothing above you. 1784. Probably our upside target if we're looking for one. Let's look at that on the day. 1784. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking pretty right. RSI is up, price is up. You don't have bearish divergence. MACD is up, price is up. No bearish divergence. The daily's looking decent on SHIBA. Now, you guys know how I feel about this coin, but that's irrelevant to the chart. We had a high energy moving average setup here, right below our consolidation level at 785. High setup, high energy setup. We saw many large moving averages all packed together. It's like a black hole. It's like as much matter as you can fit into space. That's kind of how these moving averages are. And when you see them, they tend to lead to big moves. Now, we don't have really any divergence on the daily. Oop, did not mean to go to the 4-day. We don't have any on the daily, but let's take a look at other time frames. The 12-hour in the exact same high energy setup. Resistance really don't have any. Don't really have any up here. This is pretty much maybe the zone, I'll say, that we're likely to see any resistance. In trading, anything is possible. This could just do that, sure. But we look at what's probable, and we look at the facts, we look at the math. Right now, looking at SHIBA, there's no logical, technical reason that it would stop here. It might not go all the way up here today. It may consolidate, kind of dick around, let people get bored, and then move up. I guess at worst, maybe it backtests that 12, that previous high in May. But there's no resistance here. There's no technical reason that we would just stop at 15.15. Now, there's a psychological level. That could be maybe the only reasoning. But those don't tend to be dead ends. Those tend to be pit stops. Wow. Boom. No divergence on the 12. We don't have a ton of chart history to work with, so we're just going to have to use what we're using. We're just going to have to use what we got. No bearish divergence, it seems, on the 4-hour. A little spicy. A little spicy. Huh. All right. All right. Here's my target. This is my target. I would say, if I want to give this a time frame, I'd say by the end of the week. Possible it happens sooner. About 26% to the upside. I think the right play here, though, still. Don't hate me. The right play here, if we are being traders, not emotional, I don't know, clowns. The right trade, as always, is we're going to look for a back test. To jump in right here, right now, today, not a great plan. Not a great plan. Remember the homage. Buy low, sell high. If you're buying today, in perspective, you are not buying low. You are buying high in an attempt to buy higher. Or to sell higher. Can that work? Sure. Is that smart trading? No. Does it seem to work for people? No, it does not. People just get wrecked. What I'd be looking for here, and this can happen over the course of days, it could happen today, is I would be looking for a back test of that May high. Back here. I don't know if you can see that. Back here. Quad zeros 12. I'd be looking for the back test. You might not get it. You might not get it actually until you hit this target. We could see it play out this way. But if you buy here and you see it move to here, you're probably not selling. You're probably thinking it's going higher, and then you're going to watch it come back down. This is how markets move. Rarely do they move otherwise. That'd be 17% down just back to that high. A long at support is always a better play than a long at resistance or a random long at the top of green candles. I think patience could pay out on this coin here. I think it could pay out. Let's see how it looks. Money flow in the hourly looks great for SHIB. SHIB does not really look like it's chilling yet. 6 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, same thing. 12 hour, same thing. Wow. Wow, daily, same thing. All right. That's the first upside target. 1784 for SHIB. That's a 26% gain from where it is at this moment. I really, really, really caution you guys, though. Wait for a pullback. It is better to miss the boat than it is to board the Titanic. Quote Rico S. I haven't seen him in a while. Where are you, Rico? I guess the issue with this price point, with our target, is even if it does hit, it's really not enough to get SHIB out of a downtrend. SHIB actually needs to put a lot of work in to get out of this downtrend. Just back to the golden pocket. Just back to the golden pocket, it needs about 100% gain. 80%, close. Just to get to the golden pocket. The golden pocket's still not out of the woods. We want to see a deep retracement. We want to see a 786, or we want to see a complete retracement back to the all-time high. So that 786 is 116%, and to the all-time high, 175%. Those are some decent gains. Those are some decent gains. If we use our extension tool, because this is what everyone who's looking to FOMO buy SHIB today, this is what they want to hear anyway, so Tom Crown's about to deliver it, baby. Upside targets. Using the same TA that we've used to predict tons and tons of upside targets. If we use it here on SHIB, what do we get?
Dude, Doge is PAMPING as well.
Doge pamp? Doge pamping. It's interesting that these coins are, if this is pumping, which it hasn't really. A little bit. It is a green candle today, I'll give you that. It's interesting that these move together despite not in any way being connected. SHIB is a token on the Ethereum network. Doge is a proof of work standalone chain. It's weird that they would run together. Here's your moon stuffs. So using that same math that we use on everything, applying it to SHIB. Our first upside target after the all-time high is broken. So it depends, it's contingent on the all-time high breaking. Would be quad 0, 6718. That's about a 350% gain from where it is right now. And our measured move, which is typically where we look for take profits, is at quad 0, 8634. That is a 500% gain. Now, those are pretty big gains, but in crypto, I don't know. That's really not that huge. I mean, it is huge, but it's not as I would expect more. We saw SHIB drop from its all-time high to its lowest point. That was a minus 87% drop. 87%. If you had $1 million of SHIB right here, minus 87%, what, you had 130K at the bottom. That's huge. You were a millionaire here. You had 6 figures. You barely had 6 figures here. To see this return to that golden pocket at quad 02595, I think is likely. I don't have any kind of time frame on that, unfortunately. I think we'll stick with our target 1786. If you're in an uncomfortable position and you're in profit, you might look to lock in a small percent of your holdings at that level. Doesn't mean you have to go all out. It's almost never the right move. But that might be logical. Might be logical. The hourly is really just beasting, though. I don't have anything bearish. I don't have anything bearish about this. I mean, the only thing bearish would be that like every time frame looks bullish and game theory, which actually does play out a lot in crypto. It's too bullish. It's too good to be true. I don't have anything, man. There's a big void. This is just a big void of anything. You got kind of this area and that. I mean, maybe we can even do it this way, but it's like we don't have anything really standing in our way, in my opinion, until right here. Then we have a little bit of resistance here, and I think maybe this is a good sign. It doesn't look like there's going to be any resistance at the golden pocket, which typically we do find resistance there. So that's an interesting observation. I'm not really sure what that would imply. Usually you do. So this will be interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on SHIB. In fact, I'm going to put alerts. SHIB hit in-stream target, let's say. In-stream target. And we're going to put an alert down here because I still adamantly believe this is the play. If you want to play this at all. 1200 filled. There we go. All right. All right. This is a 68% candle. Here's something important to ask yourself. If you're looking at SHIB today with just your mouth watering, you can't stop yourself. You're caught, you're gripped in emotion. Here's something that you should ask yourself. Maybe this will help you bring yourself back into the rational mind state. SHIB moved 68% today. So that's since yesterday at 8 p.m. East. It's moved 68%. If you are frothing at the mouth right now to buy SHIB, ask yourself, what were you doing yesterday? What were you doing yesterday? It was 68% cheaper. You would have gotten more than twice the amount yesterday than you would if you bought right now today. You didn't want it yesterday. If like you went to make a buy and your credit card got denied and you had to sort it out with your bank and you fixed it today, okay. But I don't think that's most people. Like, that's fair enough, but that's not most of you. If you didn't want it yesterday at half off, why do you want it today? Just ask yourself that. It has nothing to do with SHIB. You're going to run into the same problem the longer you're in crypto. Is for some reason this beast, it manages to get us doing things backwards. Like the example I used before was if you were looking for a backpack on Amazon, right? You saw the backpack, it was $50. You didn't want it. Then the next day you log into Amazon. That same backpack is now $100. Would you buy it? Why would you buy it then? Why wouldn't you have bought it for $50? You want it because it's more expensive. That is very intuitive. It's a very intuitive and emotional reaction. So I'm not judging anybody. We're all victims of this. But the more you can be aware of it, the better off you'll be. Just be careful. Be careful, man. That's right. Man, we got a lot of viewers. Somehow disconnecting has helped us get more viewership. Maybe having SHIB up is getting more viewership. Welcome. Welcome to everybody. Great to have what I'm assuming is some new faces. Nice, and my buttons work. It's a miracle. Disconnecting was awesome. So to rehash the SHIB. SHIB looks pretty clear to quad 01774. It looks pretty clear. There isn't too much resistance above it. Maybe the next upside target will be around 2200. However, this came with a cautionary tale. It's moved 70% today. Buying it right now, not really the best call. What we looked at and what we're looking for in this stream is we're going to watch for a pullback. And the logical place we would look would be our previous high that we broke today. That's at 1200. A position there, much more intelligent than just anywhere randomly in this green candle today. That might work out for you. It might not. I wouldn't do it. Wait for the pullback. Better to miss the boat than to board the Titanic. But good. Yeah, congrats to everybody who's held on to SHIB. You know, I will admit this. I've heard people talk about SHIB over the last few weeks and months when it wasn't doing anything. And to be honest, my opinion is irrelevant to SHIB, but not that many coins get talked about when they're doing that price action. You know, when they're not really doing anything, just moving sideways, range bound. Typically, we don't hear a peep about coins, and I will give it to the SHIB community. They kept going. They kept going through it. So congrats to those who were in it, did it. But be careful if you're considering FOMOing in today. That's my words of wisdom for everyone. Let's take a peek at Doge, because I think you're right. Doge is moving. It's weirdly, in my opinion, correlated, it seems, to SHIB. I don't know why. Shiba Inu. Looks like 19 cents held. Who here sold support at 19 cents on Doge? Anybody? Don't sell support. Buy support. Resistance above us, the same as it's been. 25.2 cents. That's our tackle again. Things are looking pretty decent, though, for that. Pretty decent for that. The overall chart here is not very pretty. We broke the downtrend in July, along with the rest of the market. Failed to set a higher high. Sold back off to what is basically a flat bottom. A lot of the market looks like this, though, to be fair. What Doge really needs to do is it needs to break to a new high. It needs, it needs to go up. But it needs to go up specifically above August 16th high. That's about 35 cents. We need that. We need that. Then it can sell off, find support at a neckline, and create an inverse head and shoulders. But right here, right now, being so close to this resistance, I don't think this is a good play. You can see that in previous streams, we've literally said, man, that 19 cent level, that's likely to bring us up. It's likely to bring us, and I think we only said 30 cents. It went 35-ish. That was the play. Right here, right below resistance, not really the play. There is a local support level that, with my trained eye, I'm going to very much bet is right at one of our levels of 0.5 or 618. My trained eye sucks today, apparently, because I was wrong. Huh, spicy. Well, we have a local daily support at 22.5. So if you're thinking about FOMOing in right now, right at resistance, I would say 22.5 cents is a smarter option, but I still probably wouldn't mess with that. That's about a 7% discount. 7% discount. I think if you're patient, probably can get back at 19 again. Maybe 20% cheaper, you get 20% more for your buck. Let's see if our indicators have anything for us. All right, daily actually looking pretty decent on Doge, though. Not quite as strong as SHIBA, but looking decent. We have a weak bullish divergence between our lows. We have a double bottom on RSI. That's a weak pattern, but it is a reversal pattern. Let's see. Looks like it broke its daily RSI downtrend. Not quite as clean as BTC, but that's all right too. Looking at 4 days of momentum increasing. All right. All right. It would not surprise me to see Doge hit 25.2 cents today. Would not surprise me in the slightest. I'm not sure if it's going to break it, though. And that's the problem with buying at resistance. Let's do it the other way. Let's look at our golden pocket on the other side. Boom. Boom, bada boom. 30, just under 30 cents, 28.5. That's looking likely. We could see something like this. That would look pretty natural. It's looking for that 0.618 retracement. It's just not at a good position, man. You'd never. Resistance is for taking profit. Support is for opening long. Well, buying spot, I guess. Not the other way around. Maybe the moving averages have something for us. Oof. Huh. I wonder why I've not heard anyone say this. So, on the daily, Doge literally today has a death cross on the daily. So I'm going to upgrade my prediction of 25.2. I'm going to upgrade that to 26 cents because that's right where that cross is happening. This is a death cross. It is a valid death cross according to traditional, crappy traditional TA. But according to Tom Crown, it's actually not a valid death cross. The reason being the 200, the green moving average here, and the yellow being the 50. The 200 is the larger, the longer moving average. It's taking more data. It's going farther back, 200 days. Because it is trending up. not trending down during this cross. I would not typically count this as a valid cross. It is technically textbook style, it is, but not in my book. It's unlikely. It's unlikely to actually play out like a death cross. I think the probability of testing that price level is very good. We see that commonly in crypto, whether it's a golden cross or a death cross. We see that happen often. That's spicy. There's a freaking death cross on Doge today. No one's talking about it. Weird. Let's check out this weekly. Oh. 20 weekly sitting at that, yeah, that 26 cent level right around that cross, that 20 weekly. Unfortunately, Doge is still underneath it. But man, 20 weekly is attractive. 26 cents. 26 cents. You still, here, the weekly gets a little sketchy. You can see it's flashing on and off. It's teetering in between momentum on the sell side increasing and momentum on the sell side waning. Yeah, we see it right now, literally flashing back and forth. This is the pivot point right here, aka probably literally the worst time to enter a position. Maximum uncertainty. Max uncertainty. Yeah, bullish divergence on your weekly lows for Doge. That's pretty sweet. So that does bode well for a test of that 20. Ooh. Ooh. Market cipher actually looking pretty decent on the weekly for Doge. Interesting. 27.95. Huh. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by this. Death cross. Let's add this. Let's add this. Death cross to my alerts. That way I know. Interesting. Interesting. I would look for a pullback on both these charts. Both. A little bearish divergence on SHIBA's high. Money flow doesn't seem to care. Huh. All right. Well, they're both in the same condition. We have targets for SHIBA, we have targets for Doge, and we have entry targets that are more attractive than the current price for both. Hopefully that helps some of you out. You know, I wanted to look at this because I noticed it on CoinGecko. Bitcoin Cash, ABC. I have like I've lost track. They've changed like their ticker and stuff. They forked, and I don't know, I've kind of lost track of this. But there's an interesting pattern here that kind of caught my eye. Let's see if we can scope it out. Monthly resistance $223. Reduce weekly at 283. You don't have support below you. That's weird. I don't even know what this is. Like, is this Bitcoin Cash or is this a fork of Bitcoin Cash not related to BSV, but like within Bitcoin Cash? Why is it BCHA? Isn't it? Shouldn't this be BCH? I don't know. I don't know, man. That's what I was saying earlier. Even professionals, people who do the like crypto stuff full time, we just can't keep up with everything. There's just so much going on. Now this is interesting on the weekly. I would have expected these to be flat, to have a defined support or resistance. We don't have that. I think what I'll do instead is I'll put it at 200. It's a psychological level, and it seems kind of close enough. Seems close enough. There we go. Yeah. Oof. Daily does look ugly, though. Never mind. Wow. Well, I thought that this pattern looked bullish from like the weekly and monthly time frames, and then on the daily, it's looking very sketchy. Very sketchy. Momentum. We had a huge momentum fake out on the daily on the 2nd of October, right there. Today still could close differently, of course, and so that would be important to see by tomorrow. But with today closing right here, you have 2 days of increasing selling momentum after God knows how many days of selling momentum. 24. Interesting. We're not going to have any moving averages, really. Ah, here we go. Yes, we will. Today, at least at the moment, rejected by the 20 daily. Rough. 50 daily, though, happily is sitting kind of at your daily support level. 183. I think I may have... I said 200 because that's what it looked like on the weekly. I'm going to delete that 200. 183 looks much more responsive on the daily, and what's driving this home for me is that the 50 daily moving average is right there. There could be an entry there. Crap. May look to take a position from there. And where do we want to risk it for the biscuit? Let's see. 145. 144. Not a great risk to reward, unfortunately. 2.5. That's the best I can muster right now. That looks like it's going to fly, though. This daily looks like it wants to dive. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to move on. That's all we can do. There's a setup. What else do we want to look at? Wow, this is intense. This thing I'm drinking. Let's do our favorite thing. Let's do our favorite thing. Oh, Tom's Diner. I didn't even see that was you. What's up, my dude? Hopefully you're still here. Marvin subscribed. What's up, Marvin? Welcome to the fam, guys. Great to have you. If you haven't subscribed or smashed that like button yet, please do. Oh, yeah. You know what? I made this cut that I haven't used yet. Let's see. Watch this. Ready? What's up, fam? Welcome back to the stream. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let's hit 420 likes, our daily like goal. More importantly, check out the Patreon. It is still early in the month. It is a great time to sign up, guys. Anyone looking to invest in themselves to become better traders, this is for you. Patreon comes with daily publishes of trade setups, macro market analysis, technical analysis, educational content, all exclusive to patrons. Check it out. Sign up. Do not wait. Pull the trigger today. You won't regret it. Yeah, there we go. I made that whole thing. It just did it all together. What's up, Gohana? How you doing? ZCX. I have not checked up on this since last you asked. I'll take a look at ZCX. We'll take a look at it. But we're going to do something while I take a look at it. Why didn't it save? Okay. All right. Okay. Save settings. Done. Boss token? Somebody say boss token? Ready to go. I'm going to take a look at ZCX. And then we're going to put 1 minute on the clock and we're going to do our favorite game. But not yet. Wait up. All right, so ZCX, we've looked at it since our trade got stopped out. We have not seen it move back to the golden pocket, unfortunately. But let's zoom her out. Let's see how the monthly closed. Oh yeah, I remember saying this is what's dangerous about it is we have no support on the monthly. On the weekly, looks like we have a tiny double bottom. Double bottom. Gotta love the double bottoms. What's better than one bottom? 2 bottoms. We don't have 20 weeks of trading, so we don't have a 20 weekly. That's okay. You are riding the TK, though, on the weekly. 420 psychological support is really all we got. I don't want to see a trade under there this week. And in fact, I would be even sketched out to see it below 489 now. We can see that during the last 9 hours of today. Price has already kind of tested that local weekly level. Found buyers. We have a low wick. And now we're going to have a new local resistance as well, sitting above us at 515. Bling, bling, bling. What's up, Willie? Oh, Wisdom. Wisdom, new tour. Great to have you. Great to have you, Wisdom. Love Wisdom. Wisdom's the best. Just like BCHA, interesting. Just like BCHA, today's candle right at that 20 daily moving average saw selling. Unlike BCHA ZCX, we see buyers. BCHA hit that 20 and just flopped, right? This flopped, but we see some buyers. That's in a little bit better condition. Unfortunately, our market cipher not really agreeing with that. We do have bullish divergence on our low from this daily swing low. Back to that 420 psychological support. Ooh, actually we don't because the wick. Huh. Scratch that. Oh no, we do because of the wick. Duh. I gotta trust myself. We have a higher low in price, lower low on RSI. So we did have bullish divergence. We got a bullish engulfing candle off of it. Really, it seems like the thing in its way here is the 20 weekly. We're looking for a close above the 20 weekly, or 20 daily, sorry. And then we're going to look for that golden pocket. So if we can close above $5.06, then we're looking for that $6 area. We don't have it yet. It does look pretty decent there. I like that I like the divergence there. I like MACD. I like that momentum has been waning off consistently. That's looking to roll over. Market cipher disagreeing, really not looking great. We see VWAP coming down. We see potentially our momentum rolling over and our money flow. So that's not, market cipher not really agreeing with the rest of the chart here. Not agreeing with the rest of the chart. These levels don't really line up with much. Four hours in better condition though. A little more bullish than the daily. 12-hour kind of similar to the daily. 6-hour a little better, huh? So short term, it actually looks like it has a little upside to it, but as we zoom out, it's really gonna take the 20 daily. It needs to retake the 20 daily. It's very close, very close in price to it at the moment, so it won't take a giant move. But until then, this is dubious at best. Dubious at best. The hourly, yeah, smaller time frames look bullish. Wouldn't be surprised to me to see this try to close right near that 20 daily. Keep your eye on that. $5.13 right there. Similar to Bitcoin on the weekly, though, this has potential. There's potential here. If price can move past that 20 daily, move into that golden pocket at around $6, all it has to do is either trade sideways or continue up to 650 level. We'll get across up above the clouds on the daily, and that'll be a bullish go signal. If it trades below 485, I'd be sketched. Not a bad stop loss. Thank you, Gohan. I appreciate you. Thank you for the... It's not showing up, but thank you for the chat, super chat. I think what we're going to do now is everyone's favorite time. Save this. So here's what we're going to do. We're putting 60 seconds on the clock. Spam in chat your favorite coin, whatever coin you want to see TA on. Spam it in the chat. Is the minute on the clock? There it is. For some reason it says going live. 51 seconds left. Spam it away. The winners. We'll pick 4 of the most spammed. This is my favorite part of the show. We'll pick 4 of the most spammed. We'll throw them on a poll, and we will break it down to one finalist that we will take a look at that chart. So let's see what we got. ADA wins every time. I almost want to say, all right, guys, we will take a brief look at ADA today, but ADA isn't getting on this list. It's on the list every day, and it's won almost every time. So don't spam ADA. Spam something else you want to see. And we'll look at ADA then. See, Litecoin, AVX, Atom, Link, ENJ. Boss token doesn't have a chart. We can't look at it. Can't look at it, doesn't have a chart. Vet, Omni, Tom Crown Coin. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, it has to be something that has a chart, everybody. I see links, SCXRPs, Dash, AAVE. You know what? We haven't looked at a lot of these. I think even instead of maybe what's spammed the absolute most, maybe we'll do like an underdog one. We won't let any of the previous winners win. Litecoin. Link. Yeah, we'll add Link on there. Link. Atom. We haven't looked at Atom either in a bit. Atom might not be bad. Sol is a good one. CRV, XRP. Trias. You know you want to look at Atom. MATIC. Man, I can't speak. What's up, Kua? How you doing? Omi. I don't even think I have a chart for Omi. Mana. How many seconds left? Time's over. Spamming is done. You'll have to wait till tomorrow to do more spamming. Well done, everybody. Thanks for the spams. Luna. Let's do... Here we go. All right. Don't hate me. Maybe we'll do another one of these today. There's your finalists. These are ones I haven't won in a while. I didn't do XRP yesterday. You are correct, Zoom. You're right. You called me out. It's funny. I woke up this morning and that was like, I just typed in Zoom. I woke up this morning and that was like the first thought I had. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to do XRP yesterday. After I said I would. That's not good. Oh, our XRP trade got stopped out. Boo. XRP out of almost any chart seems to stop me out the most. Boss token doesn't have a chart. Smooth Love Potion. That one actually I already have pulled up. We're supposed to look at that. So while we're voting, we'll give it a few minutes to vote. We'll look at SLP here quick. We looked at this yesterday. We were looking for a lower entry. Didn't quite work out yet. Didn't get back to there. It doesn't really seem like much has changed. It's continued its uptrend here. On our 4-hour... SLP, okay. SLP is looking to roll over on larger time frames. Period. Hard to argue it any other way. It looks like it wants to roll over. We see that on the daily, on the 12-hour. We don't have enough chart history for the weekly, so we can't. It's looking to roll over, but we haven't gotten there yet on the smaller time frames. Things are looking better. Money flow in the 6-hour now on this candle looking positive. Momentum is up. But we are still sitting underneath our descending trend. This coin has faked us out, it seems. A few times. But we're still below our trend. Unfortunately. Coming just shy of it. Maybe I'll even put an alert here. 10 cents. I still think the play is back down here, around 7. Looking for something like this to play out. Something like that. Overall, so if you're not trading this leverage, you just have a spot position, you don't have much to worry about. This looks like it's going to make a significant rollover on a significant time frame, likely placing it into the golden pocket at about 20 cents. I don't know how long that'll take, but if you're holding the spot, it doesn't matter. Spot doesn't go away. What happens here, though, is the big question. We don't know. It could reject from there, or it could continue to move back, test it, look for new highs. If we break 41 cents, the previous all-time high in SLP, our sights get set on 138 and as high as $3. What happens at the 618 at that 20-cent level is almost certainly going to dictate what it's going to do in the rest of the cycle. Once it breaks its downtrend, I think we'll have more to say about it, but at the moment, we just consolidating. I think the same move, the same play is still on the table. I wish that wasn't so true. I wish it was more interesting. Make sure to vote in the poll, guys. Vote the poll so you can see whatever coin you're looking for. Make sure to smash the like button. We have 403 likes, guys. 17 likes to 420. That's it. 16 likes to 420. We can do it right now. We have 350 watching. We can do it. We can do it, man. Yeah, there's not going to be anything else. I don't have anything else really to say about SLP. That's it. We're just waiting. Waiting for that entry. Waiting to break that high trend. Until then, nothing has happened. Bitcoin has really not moved either. Kind of as expected, that high didn't take off. We haven't set a lower low yet. Spicy. The in-stream short still active. Does anybody remember at the beginning of this episode when I did place this and I said, really, you should probably look for like the bottom of the previous candle. And then I said, but I don't like changing stuff after I placed it. That was the right answer. I just don't, for ego reasons, I don't change them after I put them. Because then people can say like, you just change your chart so you're always right. I don't do that, bros. I'm not always right. That's the secret. I'm not. Link is winning the poll. Only 96 votes, guys. This can still go any direction on this poll. AAV with 18%, Luna with 25, Link with 40, and Adam with 18. This is a clincher. This is a clincher. BGC looks like it's chilling on our short, though. It heard me talking about it. Oh yeah, XRP. I was about to forget about it again. XRP, what a crapper. This is so not related to the coin. This is like one of the charts that has historically hit stop losses in my observation the most. We had a nice play here at like $1. Stop loss hit by, I don't know, like a penny. Womp, womp. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Let's see our high trend. Still under its high trend as well. I'm not going to delete these because they are badges of shame, but they're not very helpful right now. So I'm just going to make them not visible on this one time frame. Boop. There we are. We did return to the golden pocket. We didn't catch kind of where we were looking, but we have set a higher high versus the September 23rd high. That's decent. It's mad decent. Money flow is looking okay. VWAP's a little scary on the daily, though. A little scary. Let's zoom out. Oof. Not really good looking on this daily. You do have a 2200 potential kissing, so we want to see XRP stay above 98 cents. If it does, we're likely to go test that daily resistance at $1.40. We're above the 20 weekly, so like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, it's held its 20 weekly moving average, and I'll say, like I do with everything, it's above the 20, there's not a lot to worry about. It's under the 20 that gets dangerous. That's 94 cents. 94 cents-ish, or 91, 92. I would like to see 94 cents hold. In a short-term position. 94, ooh, I don't even have to place it, I already had it. In a short-term position, you're scalping it. This isn't a long-term hold for you. You don't want to see it below here. We had resistance back here on our weekly time frame. We had resistance at 49 cents. It rejected down to a low. We had a spring. We broke through that resistance. Now, virtually on top of the 20 weekly, we're finding support. Trading below that level again would be bad news bears. That's 94.6 cents. The daily doesn't look super great, but the weekly has a little hope for us. We potentially have a higher low in money flow coming off a higher high, and we see our VWAP trending back up. That's making it probability definitely increasing here, at least back to our golden pocket in the other direction at $1.15. I'm going to say $1.15 is where I'm looking. Looking for $1.15. Good thing about that is it could break you out of the downtrend. But we've had a fake out before in the weekly, so it's a little hard to trust it. There it is, yep. All right, so that's what I'm looking for this month. Back to 15 cents, possibly. Or $1.15. as high as $1.17, 18 for that monthly resistance. We'll see what happens then. If they can break through and close above $1.18 this month, I mean, you're looking at $2 again, with really only $1.60 in the way. Why is it that monthly time frames never look good? No matter what, they just never look good. It's weird. All right, that's all the XRPs I got today. My nose. But let's see. What's the poll doing? All right. So we got 144 votes. Maybe we'll wait for a few more because we got a lot more viewers than that. We have 360. We have one for every direction. Let's get a few more votes. Link is losing its lead. That's fair. Don't buy safe moon. Fair enough. Brad Garlinghouse. Time coin. Does it travel in time? What's up, all the things? PG Van Cat, Kelly Crop Doc, AXS. You know, we can check back in. I think I have that pulled up. No, I don't. We'll take a look at it. First, I want to gloat a second. Our YGG trade setup from yesterday has filled. Hasn't gone anywhere. But our trade filled. Still looking for that stop loss just under that 200 hourly, it seems. $6.32. Looking to take profit at 10.40. Risk to reward here is... I can't even see the number. Not very good. Not very good. Ah, there we go. 4-1 if we're taking profit at 10.40. Yep. Okay. That's a good play. That's a sound technical play. I hope this works out. I don't know what YGG is, but it is what it is. AXS. I'm actually curious, so we're going to peek at AXS here quick again. This is not an AXS chart. What happened? What happened to my AXS chart? What the heck? That's weird. I'd be so sad. We slayed it. Yeah, all right, we're back. All right, we got it back. Thank goodness. Okay, so AXS, we were looking for 140, 143. That was our target. We were looking at this, I don't know, at like 110-ish, 106. We hit our target. It looks like we did overshoot it. We hit to the 2618. This isn't exactly a rule, but moves to the 2618 do tend to see retracement after. We'll see how that plays out. That was at 155, so it did overshoot us by a little bit, but that was still a great play, 7%. I do not like the shape of this pattern, this triangle top, this sharp move up equals sharp move back down. That's not ideal. Let's see our retracement. This is interesting, though. So I'm still of the same opinion I was yesterday. I think $82 eventually can be the play. Or is it 82? Something like that. But for those of you without patience or scalping or whatever, this would be an interesting open. We see our golden pocket below us, right above our consolidation level, right above where our resistance was. So it wouldn't be that weird to see this. Wouldn't be that weird. Hourly looks okay, though. Hourly looks okay. We don't have waning momentum quite yet. We do have a little bullish divergence. And RSI on the 4 hour staying lit. And that's actually good. Huh. Well, here's what it is. If we catch support at that golden pocket at about $125, I think that 186 extension target is on deck. Be wary. Just be wary of buying pumps. At least this has pulled back a little bit. I still think you get it cheaper. My problem with this whole chart is, well, we have this, like, really, this only level of consolidation on the daily is at like 82 bucks. That's like a 50% drop. I think that there may be an excellent entry there, but it's going to take patience. It's going to take patience. Oh. Daily kind of starting to lose steam, though. MACD's not showing it. There's your kiss. 125 might be our new peekaboo spot. 120, not 125. But an alert. All right, let's see. We're gonna pull the poll. Get your vote in if you're gonna vote. If you hate America or you hate democracy, don't vote. Ooh, J-Hack. Guys, just a little PSA. There was a bot trying to scam that just messaged, but one of the mods hit him. They said, if you have any issues on account, files, decryptions, much more. I lost my account a few days ago. This man saved my life with recovering my account. Guys, nobody can help you recover your crypto. Anyone who offers to help recover your crypto is trying to scam you. Just FYI, just a PSA. No one can do anything you can't do. The only way that can be recovered is if you find your key. That's it, period. There's no hacker out there, I don't know, that can help you or something. It's all just scams. Easy peasy. All right, let's close this poll. Link's going to win either way. Even if everybody voted now, it seems like Link is going to be in the number one. Rule number one, trust no one. That's right. That's right, Jerome. Jarom C. What's up, NB? Shiba. Has it moved? Nope. Hasn't moved. That's Narbra. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Amazon failed to deliver my couch. Now I have to wait till the end of the month to have a couch. It's a crime. What's up, Kato Ino? Don't call me Mesca Face. Ricky Webster. Satyama Opum. Looking at bearish divergence on the 4. We went all over that, bro. Or sis, I don't know. Zaptama. Can you tell me if VTC is a good buy right now? That's a question I don't get asked often. Really don't get asked that often. Maybe we'll look at it. All right, link 1. Shiba's retracing just as predicted. Wompity, wompity, bompity. If it bounces right at our freaking entry, I'll freak out. I'll freak out, man. All right, Link was the winner. We'll take a look at the stinky Linky. Nothing really stinky about Linky. Well, I don't know. Maybe there is. This is an old chart. Oh, yeah. This is my old master chart. This is not what I want to look at, though. There we go. There we go. Because you guys demanded it, we would look at the link. 1562. All right, on the monthly. Held for the last few months. Let's go down to the week. Ooh, spooky. Spooky delicious. On the weekly, we have a spooky delicious signal potentially showing up here. Where would we look to stop it? I think 52 bucks, to be honest. 50 bucks. But are we going to see 18 first? It's possible. So I'll have to make our stop earlier. Okay. That's how we'll play it. 5 to 1. 25. Pretty much on the dot. Entry stopping below the 50 in the 20 weekly. And we are looking to play that bullish kiss. Bullish kiss. The 20 is crossed bearishly, but now is looking to cross back up quickly. So this target of 34, probably too low. Probably too low. 50 bucks, boys. 50 bucks. I haven't changed opinion on this. I think Link's going to go back to 50. That's it. Holding above 25, definitely going to get us there faster. We have support below. If we do lose 25, we do have support in like the 18 area. But then we've lost the 20 and the 50, and things start to look a lot more bearish. So ideally, that's not what's going to happen. Ideally, we're going to have a higher low in this weekly. We might test that local weekly support. We're at 25, right at our entry. If that holds, we have a beautiful trade setup back to the all-time high. Beautiful. Weekly market cipher looking solid. Daily kind of average. It is above its 20. What I don't love here is this resistance at the 200. 200 daily moving average is at $27. Wasn't a nice, it had a nice stride going until it hit that 200 and pretty much immediately rejected. What is good about it though, what is good about it is that rejection, at least for the moment, has been caught by the 20 daily. If Link trades below 25.50 today, I don't like it. I don't like it on the short term. It has that potential for the 50 to curl down and get a bearish kissing. We haven't seen that in a while. Trade's the trade, though. No divergence, really. Not enough momentum yet. Hour, kind of looking for downside. There it is. I don't know. Like, there it is. This is what we got. I don't think there's much else. I think this is the only play I can identify. Yep. Yep. Right to that 0.5. If this trade fails, there's always this hope. If that trade fails, you can look to play that previous high at 1881. This could be in the realm. Oh yeah. Oops. I'm not gonna have anything outside of that. I think that's a solid trade up, a solid trade setup, in my opinion. Not financial advice. That $25, that could be a good entry. Your stop is gonna be a little bit up to you. I'd prefer a higher low on the weekly, but there's not much more there. Really, I'm just seeing consolidation. Just seeing the consolidation. Bitcoin is trying to bore us to death. What's up? 7 Deadly Sins records. Well, first off, 7 Deadly Sins, great anime. Second off, thank you for the 20 euros, my friend. Appreciated. Very appreciated. You didn't include a message, but I appreciate you either way. Thank you, thank you. Tony Stark. What's up, brother? New Wyckoff cycle entry confirmed. This whole thing has looked pretty wick off, to be honest. We had a spring. We have the SOS. We have the consolidation. Not a bad take. Not a bad take. We got the spring, and then we have what, fingers crossed, is consolidation above our previous resistance. Fingers crossed. I'm bullish. That hasn't changed. Has not changed. Where did our short position go? I was on this one. Short position still looking decent. Although, you know what? This even looks like, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, Tony. Even this looks like a little Wyckoff. If it can hold right here, we have our spring, just as we did on the macro, and then we have our SOS. Interesting. Interesting. I appreciate Tony. I owe you some reading. Ooh, Doge at 24 cents. Don't say. Ooh, SHIBA coming right back down to our trade.
What are you thinking about MATIC? I still think it goes to the golden pocket from AT. Looks very similar to the link chart.
To the MATIC. To the MATIC. Jeffrey Doken. Mr. Jeffrey. Is it Gia? Is it Jeffrey or is it like Geoffrey? Take a look at MATIC for you. Going to the golden pocket from all-time high. PTC pair leaves a lot to be desired, but let's see what the USD pair is saying. So USD, we got our $1.25. Called that a while ago. Overshot it, we went to the golden pocket. So we've already been there. Let's see. Now you got another one. Ooh, and that just lines up with the potential neckline. All right. I haven't updated this chart. Interesting. Interesting. I think we see at least a retest of $1.47, $1.45. We saw a move from our all-time high to our low. We saw that move return to our golden pocket. We saw a sell-off. Back down to support at $1. Somewhat of a bounce. And now we're looking for a return to the golden pocket again. Pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. I wonder if you're looking at it in regular. Ah, you're probably looking at $1.90 to $2 because your chart's not on log or your fib isn't on log. Return to $2. Let's see if it's in the cards. See what my issue, it's not an issue, but kind of my logic here on $2 is if you hit $2, you got nothing. There's nothing to stop you. So it's like, you're probably just looking for a new all-time high. Why wasn't that connected? Wait, what? That's weird. You guys see this? There's different data. So like on the daily here, $2.70. And then when I go to the weekly, now it's saying it's higher. What? $2.89. WTF. That's very weird. It doesn't happen often. I mean, if you get to $2, you're probably testing the all-time high. If you're testing the all-time high, you're probably looking for higher lows and then to put in a new all-time high. And so then I would probably be looking for closer to like 5 to like 675, potentially even as high as 10. That'd be pretty wild. That'd be wild. Momentum is still on the sell side. You are coming off a bullish engulf weekly as well. The whole market seems to be. Unfortunately for MATIC, struggling with that 20 weekly. It's $1.30, so it's currently trading below. $1.25 is seemingly holding as support for now. This will get spicy. This will get spicy if it can trade above $1.33, like this week. There's your 50. There's your 20. Huh. What happened? I guess this trade was saying it's either going to infinity or zero. I have no idea. I'm just going to delete that. That was odd. At least we're finding support of the $20. Something got goofy with this chart. I think it returned to the all-time high if you break $1.85. I'm looking at the all-time high. If you're looking at the all-time high in crypto, you're usually looking for a new all-time high. Double tops don't tend to end rallies. They don't tend to end bull runs. Maybe ever. 4 hours a little sloppy. Man, $1.50, $1.44. That's all I got for now. There's a lot going on in this chart, honestly. It's like you have an inverse head and shoulders potential right here, with your neckline being from like the 22nd of September. You've already back tested it. But then you have a setup for an even bigger one. So fractal, with the neckline being 142. Those levels I think are going to be important. If we hold this today, it very well may go up there, test that 142, back test on 132. Then you have just like inverse head and shoulder inside inverse head and shoulder inside inverse head and shoulder. You don't want to see under $1 again. That's what I can say confidently. That would not be bueno. What's up, Mark Saunders, Jafar Musa, Joe 92074, Macy Twarowski, Perry on a beat, mustard on the beat. Yasufa. What's up, guys? Thanks for subscribing. Great to have you. Make sure you join Discord. Link's pinned. No, link isn't pinned. Discord link is in the bottom in the video description. Make sure you check out Discord and verify once you're in there to keep up with the live streams. And you'll get free airdrops, educational content, 24/7 live streaming. Good stuff. It's all free. Man, my connection today is bonkers. It just keeps going weird. It just keeps being goofy. Bitcoin, interesting on the 15 here. Might be holding 48.9, 31. And then you hold here. If you flag out, you're looking wick-offy. You're looking like a very tiny wick-off. Five minute in decent condition. Everything kind of looking to roll over. All right, how long have we been live for? Probably too long. All right, probably. We got over 420 likes. We still have 300 watching. It's good to be back, baby. Good to be back. Hex Hodel, got a question for you. When is this pulse thing happening? Because I remember hearing about it a long time ago. Months ago. And I don't believe it's been distributed. So when is it happening? Where's the date? What's going on with Shiba Inu? We're waiting for our entry. That's what's going on with Shiba Inu. Certainly looks hungry for that. Don't you dare bounce early. Don't you do it. Flaccid. Wolves, use Henshin key candles. You're welcome to, my friend. You're welcome to. Bitcoin's being boring. We have our trades set up from today. It's been a productive episode. What's up, fam? Welcome back to the stream. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let's hit 420 likes, our daily like goal. More importantly, check out the Patreon. It is still early in the month. It is a great time to sign up, guys. Anyone looking to invest in themselves to become better traders, this is for you. Patreon comes with daily publishes of trade setups, macro market analysis, technical analysis, educational content, all exclusive to patrons. Check it out. Sign up. Do not wait. Pull the trigger today. You won't regret it. That's right. Guys, here's what we're going to do. I've put today's chart up live in the Discord. So make sure you join the Discord. Come watch along. You can call me out if I'm wrong tomorrow. Keep me honest. Join the Discord, verify, check out the Patreon, like and subscribe. We're live here every day. So come back tomorrow, because today I'm out of energy. You guys are the best. We got 420 likes. My 420 license survives another day, thanks to you guys. You're the best. Happy trades, everybody. Hope everyone has a great Monday. Bitcoin is looking pretty good. Keep up hope. Happy trades. Crown out.